Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Toy Story of Terror. This is a 2013, 10 years old, 2013 animated short. It's a TV special set around Halloween. I think it was released on ABC or Disney Channel, probably a bunch of different places, maybe even Freeform, I don't know, back in 2013, and it is 22 minutes long, so it's like a standard TV show episode length, because it, like I just said, it was on TV. And yeah, this is just a continuation of the adventures of our favorite Toy Story characters. It's not a 2-hour film, and it still lives up to the quality of the films. Normally, when you get TV versions of films, especially the animated ones, you kind of get these lower production value, sort of cheaper animation kind of things. This is 100% film quality. Maybe I'm not being this picky this time, but it looks like it could just have been seen in theaters. And also it has the entire cast too. Most of the cast, not everybody makes an appearance, but Tim Allen, Tom Hanks, Joan Cusack, all the main three right here, all reprise their roles. We also get Timothy Dalton as Mr. Bricklepants, and Don Rickles, and we even get some appearances by Stephen Tobolowsky and Carl Weathers along these things, and Kate McKinnon from Saturday Night Live. A whole bunch of different actors show up in this. By the way, Carl Weathers, before I forget this, a lot of you may know him from The Mandalorian as Grief Karga, friend of The Mandalorian. In this, his character, he plays Combat Carl, a military type action, G.I. Joe type action figure, and he actually gets to say the line, "This is the way." So yeah, it's the little Easter egg. It's again almost 10 years before the Mandalorian existed. Okay, let's say 6 years before the Mandalorian existed, but still kind of cool that I heard that. Stephen Tobolowsky is a hotel manager, and if you don't know who Stephen Tobolowsky is, once you see him, he's like one of the main character actors of this generation. He is in everything. He has been in everything over the last 30 plus years. It seems like it. You can't miss him or his voice. Anyway, this is, like I said, very much a horror film, a horror short, but it's not too scary for little kids. It starts out with the gang watching a Dracula movie, and then sort of reacting and commenting to that, and of course Mr. Pricklepants, who is the actor and the auteur, and he's very much giving film commentary the entire time. This is how the film is structured, and this is how things work in horror, and and he's annoying everybody with his super film creation knowledge, but it adds a layer of humor for us who are watching it, who kind of go, yeah, that it is technically how those things go. And of course, as he says, certain things start happening along the way. Basically, they're on a trip. Why can't I say her name? The little girl and her mom. Come on. Why can't I say it? Bonnie and her mom are on a road trip. Apparently, it's raining out. Something's wrong with their tire, I think, and they can't get a tow truck, so they have to stay overnight in a motel. And the toys are able to sneak out of the luggage while Mom and Bonnie sleep, and well, that of course causes a little bit of trouble. At one point, we are kind of reminded about an issue that Jessie has. She spent many years inside a box, and she's a little bit claustrophobic. I don't know if that was established in Toy Story 2 when we first met her or not. That'd be kind of great if it was. I don't remember. But this is very much a Jessie-centric story. Even though, you get plenty of Buzz and Woody and everybody else. Potato Head, Don Rickles, is definitely takes a role in this. But as everybody sort of ventures off into around the motel, trying to just explore or whatever, well, they start disappearing, and Jesse is one of the last to to get captured, and then the mystery gets deeper. And I don't want to ruin it for you. It does kind of sort of borrow from one of kind of the themes in Toy Story 2. I'm not going to get into that too much, but let's just say the motel guy isn't as nice as you think he is. So, but there's lots of good big laughs, and it's a pretty intense adventure. It's not so much a character piece beyond Jesse's trauma and anxiety about being trapped in a box, and she gets to be challenged on that. Of course, when you bring that up, you have to have the hero eventually be challenged to see if they can overcome that fear. Well, guess what? That happens. And but it's all ends in a happy ending. This is definitely for kids, maybe not for little kids, but it's definitely anybody any age can appreciate this, and the adults appreciate it on another level without it being crass or weird or anything else. It's Toy Story, it's Pixar, and it's pretty fantastic. I think this is definitely worth watching if you ever decide to do a Toy Story marathon, because God knows they're doing another one. I think they're doing a Toy Story 5 soon, in a couple years. So yeah, I think there's a point where you should watch all the films and all the shorts and all the little side projects and everything else that goes into this. And I think it would be a fun night or weekend if you decided to do that. But anyway, yeah, highly recommend it. The Toy Story rarely, if ever, disappoints, and I don't think they have yet. I know some people are a little bit iffy about Toy Story 4, but it's a logical progression. That's another thing. We've already talked about that elsewhere in a different video. Let's pick tomorrow's episode.
280.
280. 280. Come on. Wow, oh, yes. Okay. We're smack dab in the M's. And there's a bunch of these that I stacked in here because I felt they deserved to... I was going to watch them at some point anyway. I might as well add them to this list so that I can get the opportunity to have these randomly selected for me to watch. Otherwise, I'll just keep putting it off. And these are all Marvel-related documentary behind the scenes, just like we had yesterday with West Side Story. I also love these documentaries, and this is for a very specific Disney Channel original series. So number 280 is Marvel Studios Assembled, Ms. Marvel. So yeah, all right, I've been looking forward to that. I watched the show, enjoyed it, but let's see what I have to say about the behind the scenes. I can't imagine it being too disparaging. No, but we'll find out tomorrow. Marvel Studios Assembled, Ms. Marvel, the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.